Hello everyone, and welcome back to Absolutely Karting for my birthday, which was a couple of days ago when you're watching this, but it was a couple of days in the future when this karting video was recorded. And I'm your commentator, of course, Deafening Octopus, the birthday boy. And yeah, of course, the aim of this race is not necessarily to be first across the finish line, but rather to set the fastest lap. Of course, the person with the fastest lap is the winner, the second fastest lap is second, and so forth. Anyway, the green light comes on and immediately I am up the inside of Fencing Sausage and I've made that move stick. So, overtaking right from the start of the video. And here you see Eagle Blade side by side with Polar Bear 28, and it looks like he's got the move stick as well as, whoa! Malin gets a massive slide out of the final corner. He was really pushing it there, wasn't he? He wasn't gonna take that slowly if you paid him to do it. Anyway, you can see Fencing Sausage coming through now, having a pretty uneventful and quiet race so far. We haven't really seen too much of her, as you see. I think that's Polar Bear getting a bit of a slide. We've seen her sliding about a bit so far this race. Seems to have a very aggressive but fast driving style, Polar Bear does. Definitely a star of the future, I'd say. Anyway, you can see now, here comes Eagle Blade. He's behind Fencing Sausage, pulling out of the slipstream. Can he go around the outside? My goodness, that was amazing! Oh my goodness, we've got to see a replay of that. Watch this. So Polar Bear, Sausage gets her line wrong, and then Eagle Blade sweeps around the outside, possibly a bit of contact. Brilliant move from Eagle Blade, right around the outside, as Tom has to stop to avoid Polar Bear there. And now I'm coming up the inside, and yeah, it looks like I've made that move stick. And now Eagle Blade is setting about Tiger Cub 18. Not quite getting past yet, but he might have a chance into turn 2. No, not quite. As you see, Malin getting a... Oh, goodness, look in the background. That is me spinning. That's me pointing the wrong direction. What happened there? We'll have to see on the replay. I don't know, but I'm suddenly pointing the wrong direction, and that's not really supposed to happen. Let's see. So here's slow motion. Slow motion replay. Look in the background. Polar Bear lost control coming out of the second to last corner and nudged my front end, sending me spinning into the barrier. That's what happened. So yeah, pretty unfortunate for both of us. I don't think Polar Bear really had anywhere to go. I definitely didn't have anywhere to go. So yeah, an unfortunate incident. Anyway, so I've been cleared, so the green light should be being shown very shortly as a marshal just walks across the track over there. So that's probably why they've kept the yellows on for now. Okay, green light has come on again, and of course, yellow light means you have to slow down and you're not allowed to overtake. So yellow lights aren't gonna... When the yellow lights come on, that's not when we're going to be setting the fast laps. And you see Malin getting it very, very squirrely going into the turn 1 there. Going into the turn 1 hairpin. And, ooh, big slide! Who was that? I think that was Polar Bear. As you see, Eagle Blade now on the back of Tom. He's going to try down into turn 2. No, I don't think he's going to quite do it there. As you see, here's a good battle. This is Tiger Cub Mailing and me up the inside. And I've got past Mailing. And now into the corner. Can I... Oh my goodness! Mailing up the inside of both of us. Bouncing off Tiger Cub there. That was very, very hairy indeed. We've got to see a replay of that actually. That was pretty scary. Let's see. So you can see here that... Mailing tries on Polar Bear. I get up the inside of Mailing and then alongside Polar Bear. And watch Mailing. He goes diving up the inside, smack into the side of Polar Bear. My goodness. And the battle's still on here. As you see me up the inside of Mailing, there's slight contact going through turn 1. Can I make the move stick? No, not yet. My goodness, this is close. And I still haven't yet been able to find a way past Mailing. So I'll be trying to get past next lap instead. As you see Tom going through, being chased by, I think that was Eagle Blade. As you see me now under real pressure from Mailing. So I've got past Mailing, but he's not ready to give up the overtake, give up the move yet. He went alongside me going down that straight, but it hasn't worked. Anyway, now you see Eagle Blade coming out of the slipstream of Tom, trying to get the switchback maneuver. And is it going to... Oh goodness, he's... Sudden change of direction, but he's managed to make the move stick, I reckon. As you see me now having to stop to avoid Polar Bear, and the yellow lights come on. What's happened? I can't see anyone, so they must have stopped down at the turn. They must have stopped down at turn 3. Let's see a replay. So you see, that is a replay of that was a replay of Fencing Sausage trying to get past Tiger Cub there. Getting pretty close, but she didn't manage to get through that lap. Fencing Sausage, she wasn't she was definitely not scared to fight someone like Tiger Cub. I mean, if she saw the opportunity, she would stick to it. So you can't. I mean, it was only her first attempt, so you can't really blame her for not really pulling as many overtakes as some of the faster drivers like me or Eagle Blade. But definitely a good solid performance on her debut to go-karting. Anyway, you can see now that the Marshal is now pulling over Tiger Cub. Now, why is that? Oh yeah, I remember hearing about this afterwards. Basically, he pulled over Tiger Cub, and what he did was he saw that Tiger Cub's hair was in her eyes, so he moved he got Tiger Cub's hair out of her eyes because, well, I mean, Tiger Cub has a really long fringe, and it was getting right in her eyes, and she couldn't see where she was going. So, and the Marshal could see that. It was very clear, even outside of the helmet. So, the Marshal pulled her over and changed it. Anyway, so you can see now that the green light has come on, and now immediately Eagle Blade is setting about Fencing Sausage, and he's got right through. And now me up the inside of Polar Bear. Wow, that was a late dive. I made it look to Polar Bear like I wasn't coming through, and then suddenly decided I was. And in the background there you can see that Tom's engine has again failed. Now, Tom seems to have stalled a lot of times. I think that's his 4th or 5th stall, or engine failure, or whatever it was. I'm really surprised they didn't get him a new kart to see if that would help, but it was really weird. I think what might have happened was he might have been pushing both pedals at the same time, so that's the brake and the accelerator, because if you do that, the kart does have a tendency to stall. So he may have been doing that. I expect that's probably the most logical answer as to why he broke down so much. I mean, if you remember in part 1, he actually caused a red flag from breaking down so much. As you see, the green light coming on now, and immediately I'm around the outside of Tiger Cub, but that hasn't worked quite yet. As you see, Mailing really, oh my goodness, hassling Polar Bear absolutely to the edge into turn 1 there. As you see, Eagle Blade now at the inside of Tiger Cub. Is he going to make the move? Yes, he has. Anyway, I think soon I'm going to have to show a replay of that Polar Bear Mailing incident. Here it comes. So, action replay appearing now. So you can see, Polar Bear almost loses it going through the last corner, and then Mailing, oh my goodness, shoving Polar Bear right to the inside as they come into turn 1. Absolutely, that was probably one of the most aggressive moves I've ever seen, and it didn't even work. He didn't manage to get through there. And, oh! And now he's clattered straight into Polar Bear. That is unbelievable. Mailing one lap shoves Polar Bear trying to get through, and the next lap clatters straight into her. Anyway, the yellow's back out. Oh, that's the checkered flag. So the race has finished, but stay with us if you want to see the results of the race. So, checkered flag means the race has finished, and we all have to pull in, and yeah, that means that we can now no longer set fastest lap, so the results are in. Who has won? Who has not won? I expect this one's probably going to be between Tom, Eagle Blade, and me. Those are probably going to be the 3 that were challenging for the win there. So let's see which of the 3 of us did actually manage to win the race. So you can see that we've all pulled over now. We're all climbing out of carts. I'm the guy out in front talking to. I think that was Eagle Blade there, or was it Mailing? I think that was Eagle Blade, yeah it was. So, anyway, here come the results. So you can see Tiger Cub was 7th, and that is last, unfortunately, with a 24.6. So, yeah, Tiger Cub. And 6th was Polar Bear 28 with a 24.223. In 5th place was Fencing Sausage with a 24.0, so that's a 24 dead. On her first race, of course. Mailing 1 was 4th with a 21.345. Interestingly, made up all out of all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Anyway, Tom's third, but who won? The next slide will reveal it. And Eagle Blade 22 wins the Absolutely Karting My Birthday Grand Prix with a 19.6, which is incidentally a lot slower than last race, because of course this race there was so many yellow flags to contend with, not many people could actually set fast laps, so it was a really weird race. I've never seen any race like it. There was just yellow flag left, right and centre, even a red flag at one point. It was just crazy. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so thank you for watching this short little series of go-kart races. Thank you to everyone who said happy birthday to me. Very much appreciated. I'm 14 now, if anyone was wondering. 14. Wow, I'm old. See you in the next one. Goodbye!